Hi traders, this is Vance Williams. It's Wednesday, January 9th. I like to feature some trades each week, or at least one. So I'm going to do this little video to do that. For those who don't know me, I've been a Forex trader for the past 9 years. I've also taught trading since 2005. About 3 years ago, I began developing a very different type of training, one that's much more complete and overcomes the psychological issues traders face. Now, this week, looking at my chart, this is the pound USD 30-minute. The first trade I looked for this week was on Monday. Price got up around in here, and it was pushing up. I like young trends. You see, this can, while I see the price movement, I teach new traders to use moving averages, but you can see that the moving averages are crossing up. And this is the first level I look at, and I wasn't around here, but I came back here. And I was looking for price to close. I don't have the reference lines, but I was looking for price to close up above here. It did. However, some of the market conditions that I look at to correlate my trades weren't with me, so I did not take the trade. I would have typically been looking for about this much room here, and I didn't take that trade. And then I actually wanted to make a real-time recording for you guys. I was actually, let's see. I was actually looking for price to close over this level right here, so I sat around all morning and it just didn't do it. And then I came back this morning. There's my close, and I was actually on a call with other traders, and I would have been looking at when this closed to kind of get in right around here, and I've been targeting this line right there, and you can see price stops right on it. But so that's how it goes. A lot of traders get confused, and what do you do now, and is it going up, is it going down? You're never going to get over that until you know exactly what you're looking for. So let me show you some trades taken by traders that I'm mentoring and training. This is the current members site. I say current members site. I created this a few years ago when I just did a test with 35 traders, and just a few months ago I started opening it up after I really finished the program after 3 years of work. And I have a new site I'm going to be rolling out in the next couple of weeks that incorporates social media with my training program completely. And I want to be clear, my site is not about hot methods or anything like that. My site is about one thing only, and that's making consistent profit. What does it take to do that? And that's really the focus. And probably the reason why we get such rapid results is because we're not wasting a lot of time on things that don't matter. Quickly I'll show you. There are 3 levels here. Here's level 1. There's 8 videos. This is all about basics and tools, becoming proficient. If you know a lot, if you've got a lot of chart time, you can move through this level very fast. If you were brand new to Forex trading, you just heard the word Forex yesterday, it's going to walk you through the basics, and we have some other supports for that as well. Level 2 is where you learn to master high probability trading, and I teach you the 5 elements that go into every high probability trade, and I teach you their relationships to one another and how they have to be balanced and how your personality comes into play with that. And so I believe there's 15 classes there, and there's a 3rd level, and I'm not going to get into that, but that teaches you how to make these types of decisions. In ordinary life, we just don't learn to make these types of decisions. In fact, our natural way of processing information and make decisions actually is just not going to make this work. So you have to learn to make these types of decisions, and in level 3 I teach a process of that. Now, each of the levels, I want to be clear, we have the end goal. The end goal is consistent profit, and so each of the 3 levels has very specific objectives. There's actually only a couple in each, and so you're learning all the content, and then you're learning to carry out a specific objective with each. Okay, we also communicate in a forum. Traders communicate with me by email, also by Skype. When we release the new site, this is going to make the communication phenomenal. But for now, traders do post here. Let's see. Let's take a look at Oliver's trade. Oliver is he's been a trader for a few years. He's out of Germany. He got involved with me a few months ago, and he's on his second or third series of trades now. He's doing very well. But you're going to see a similar pattern. You're not going to see a bunch of indicators and stuff on here. We'll have moving averages. That's about it. But you can just clearly see the price move. You'll learn to see the support areas. This is basically a place where price kind of struggled to get above. He identifies that. He uses a Fibonacci tool. He draws it from here to here, and he's looking to get in right there at that green line. And so his stop loss is down below price where price has struggled to get to before, and his profit target is actually below where price has already made it to. And so this is one of the important things about the relationship. Every single part of the trade has a probability associated with it. If you move the stop loss down here, because you have to have a certain risk to reward relationship, that moves the target up here and makes it harder to reach, and thereby lowers your probability of winning. So every one of these, the optimal target is somewhere right in here. Anything above that lowers your probability a little bit. So every piece affects your overall probability of winning. Then let's see. This is Oliver's follow-up. You see, actually, it came out pretty quick. This is actually a 5-minute chart he's trading, and so 5, 10, 15 minutes, and he was there. This is Desmond. He's been trading for a while. I'm not sure exactly how long, but he signed up with me on the 27th of December, so it wasn't very long ago. Since he had some experience, he went through level 1 very quick. This is actually the level 2 forum. So I have different forums for different levels. And so so level 2 and level 3 traders actually post here. But anyway, so Desmond hasn't been around that long. I mean, just 2 days after Christmas, and here it is the 9th, and we have the holidays and all that. And so he's already gone through level 1. He's already posting trades and looking for his setup in level 2. And you can see he's got, again, you can see where did price struggle before? Right in here. Sees a clear price move taking off here. Pull back to here, his entry. Again, he's targeting an area inside of where price has already moved. He's got his stop loss just below that former area where price struggled to get above. And so let's see what happened with this trade. Actually, that went very fast. I do believe this is a 5-minute chart. So he was probably in that trade for about 45 minutes. It bounced around and then shot up there. And here he is trading again. And looks like he got that one too. Let's find somebody else here. Oliver, Desmond, Adam. Let's talk about Adam. By the way, these were all these weeks. This was 1 day ago. That means 1 day ago from today. Okay, Adam has traded some Forex before. He actually signed up in my program on January 2nd. Again, I remind you, it's January 9th. So he went very quickly through the first level, and this was actually the first trade he took. Now you're going to notice something in common here. Look at this area where price struggles. See that across there? Look at the clear price move up, the pull back to that area. He's getting in right there. His stop is well below that level. His target is within the range of that top. Boy, we've seen this over and over again, haven't we? I don't see a follow-up picture, but Oliver says nice trade, so I think it worked out fine. Let's see if it's on the next page. No, it's not there. And let's talk about Wang Yizing. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. He's very new too. He was pretty new to Forex trading, and he actually joined 2 days after Christmas. So again, it's only January 9th now. So he went through level 1. This is his first trade in level 2 where he's learning the high probability trade. And look at this. Here, look how price is trending down. Struggled here before. Look at that barrier he's got there. He picks up things quick. He actually entered really high. You could have entered down here. But he enters here. He actually puts his stop above the next barrier up there, which is fine. And I know these targets hit, all of them. So he actually targeted a little more than the others because he could see he had room to get more before hitting this bottom. So good job, Wong. I want to show you one more thing. It's Kian. Kian's been through my classes. He and I worked together on his trading plan once he learned the high probability trade. He just finished his first 10 trades this week, trading his trading plan, and he and I got together to evaluate. So this is his spreadsheet, and this is a practice account. I wouldn't have anybody new trading a live account. But just amazing results. These are the various things that we use to tell whether or not he's doing a good job of actually following his trading plan. I've never actually seen someone do quite this well, but he followed his plan very well. He actually got 9 wins and 1 loss, and you can see about 15%. Kian actually hasn't been trading that long. He did start with me in the middle of November. I think he had a couple of months experience before that. But you can learn all kinds of things. This is all designed so that we can learn where your strengths and weaknesses are, how well you do following the plan, and then we also write a summary of all the trades that go with this. But you can see other things. It's kind of interesting. He traded 3 trades of the Euro Pound, 2 of the Pound USD, 3 of the Australian USD, and 2 New Zealand USD. So that was interesting. And he bought 3 times and sold 7 times, but that probably had to do with the direction the market was going. Just bravo, Kian. Very, very nice job. Honestly, I really hope to get you guys, like your first 10, get you around the 70% wins. Or what usually happens is sometimes we'll see a couple of clear mistakes, and once we take out the mistakes, you'll be around 70, 75, 80. Because you got to learn what your mistakes are. So don't want to create the impression that you're going to win 90% your first time out. But I don't think anybody's won lower than 70% yet. So, but don't count them out. Now, you probably noticed I didn't talk at all about trading systems. That's because winning is not about a trading system. So as long as you're focused on the market and trading systems, you're never going to make this work. But if you'd ever like to talk about trading, you can contact me by email at vance@forexartofwar.com or add me to Skype. My username is, can you guess? Yep, Forex Art of War. I'm always happy to answer any questions about Forex trading, even from non-members. This is what I do. So I'll leave you with this. I can teach you how to make consistent profit trading Forex. So bye for now, and remember this. It's not about what the market's doing. It's about what you do.